Hello everyone and massive welcome or welcome back to Fallout Play Build Collect. Okay, today we have the third of our tips and tricks videos and we're taking a look at the concrete pieces. And one of the things you notice with these pieces is they sink very easily. This was a massive advantage when this DLC came out. It gave us builders a lot more options. Stay tuned later on, I'll show you how to do this even if you don't have the DLCs. So let's start with one of these metal fence panels, which as you can see definitely doesn't sink. Let's line it up here and we'll put the concrete pillar next to it and we'll select all. And as you can see, that fence panel that wouldn't sink now does sink. And not only does it sink, but it will still allow you to snap other fences on it at the level you've set it. So you can now force all of these fence panels underground. So if we have a look here, you can see this is how I do some of these fences. We haven't seen this settlement yet, so this is a little bit of a sneak preview, but this was again a very old build. And you can see I've used the technique here. Fenced in farm section. This was pre-DLCs, and you can see I've sunk these wall sections in using the technique I've just mentioned. Now, obviously I didn't use the concrete pillar, but I'll show you how I did that in a second. Now if you don't have any of the DLCs and you want to do this in vanilla, you need something that sinks. And in vanilla, we have the shack bridge. So once again, let's pull our wall back up. And we place our shack bridge somewhere close to it. Doesn't have to be physically touching, but close enough. And then we select all. So this is great for when you're in a settlement where there's different height elements. A lot of variable terrain. You can see this one's sunk almost halfway down and still the other fences will snap into it. It'll snap both sides. There we go. So you can see even if you've only got vanilla builds, you can still do this technique. So you might be wondering what other items we can use this for. You can see here I have a bus, and because of the slope, the back of the bus looks like it's floating up in the air, which doesn't look great. But if we pull out a concrete pillar and we select all, you can see you can even sink something like a bus. And this won't work for every item and it won't work in every location, but some items definitely will sink. So you can see here as we take a look at the bus, it looks like the bus is sitting nicely down into the ground. You can still get in the bus, there's no problems with that. The entrance is fine, but it just looks like it's settling down into the ground and it's been there for some time and that the grass and the dirt has built up around it. And it can be a great tool for just getting that little bit of extra realism into the build. As you can see, if we lift the bus, it pops back out again. Let's just do it one more time. Pillar next to it, select all, and down he goes. So we can place this pretty much anywhere we want to now. Let's go for a more severe slope. Let's take this slope on the edge here. It's got quite a steep gradient on it. Let's see if we can get this sunk far enough down that it looks somewhat natural. It doesn't look like it's just sitting there and floating. So it seems like that's fine. Let's take a look round. And there we go again. You can see the edges are all sunk down quite nicely. So this is just one example of how you can use this type of technique. Hopefully this will help you add a little bit of variety to your builds. As far as problems and pitfalls, I can't say I've run across any with this one. This seems to be a technique that is fine to use wherever you like. If you found a video helpful, why not leave me a comment and let me know? I'd love to hear from you all and try and respond to everybody if I can. So I hope to see you in another video very soon. Until then, stay safe, enjoy your gaming, and thanks for watching. If you've enjoyed the video and you'd like to see more content, please consider hitting the like button, it helps us out enormously. And also consider subscribing and hitting the notifications bell. That way we can inform you when all the new videos go live.